Hi John, nice
Hi.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm Jodie.
Hi.
We just want to know, how did you get the motivation to actually start this up?
What, Sun Talk, or you mean coming over here to come to Spain? Well, really, I mean, the Sun Talk thing was purely because I got the sack. I was on this other radio station and I called a counsellor a health Nazi because he wanted to stop people who smoked from fostering and adopting, and I thought that was crazy, so I called him a Nazi, and as a result I got the sack. Well, I was already a columnist on the Sun, and so the Sun then said a few weeks later, why don't you come and set up a radio station with us? And it was just the perfect marriage. So we set up this thing called Sun Talk, and then we thought, well, where are all the Sun readers? And a lot of them are either on holiday in Spain or live in Spain now. So we just did this syndication deal with Bay and with Spectrum FM, and it just seems to have worked.
Okay, so when did it actually start? When did you actually start the radio?
Well, we started the radio on April the 20th, and David Cameron, who's going to be the next Prime Minister, opened the station. It was on for an hour. And because of the Sun, because it's such a strong brand, everybody wants to be on it. So people phone up wanting to come on, whether it's rock stars or comedians, or whether it's politicians or sports people, because then they're hoping to get in the paper as well. And so it's about the Sun extending its brand, really. So you can either buy the paper or read it online, or you can watch some of our great videos we've got, or now listen to Sun Talk. So we started April the 20th, and then we started doing it in Spain on traditional radio just 2 weeks ago.
Fantastic. So this is the actual first tour that the Sun's done with you, and
yeah.
Where are you actually heading off to from here?
Well, this is our first day here today, then we're off to Benidorm tomorrow. Wednesday we're going to down to Majaca, going to Desert Springs Golf and Family Resort. Thursday Marbella, Friday Porto Banús, and then Saturday I'm having my stomach pumped.
Fantastic. How are you finding the expats?
They're great, I mean, these are my kind of people. They talk the same language as me, they talk about the same kind of things. And what we're doing is talk radio, which is very unusual, and Spectrum and Bay are very brave to take it on because they're normally a music station, and we're coming in and doing the shows and talking about, well, we're just trying to put the Sun on air. So we're talking about everything from politics and current affairs, but we're also doing things like the Page 3 Idol competition we had on air. We've got our Bizarre column, our showbiz editor. We talk about TV. The only problem I've got is, persuading my wife that to go on this tour with these Page 3 girls, that it's really work, and it's not. No, we're having a great time. We will have a great time, and it's just so hot today, though. I mean, it's so humid, isn't it?
I know. Where do you actually see it going from here? Obviously, this is just the start of it. Where do you actually see it leading?
Well, I think Sun Talk, I mean, at the moment we're only doing 3 hours a day. I think that'll expand on our internet site so that hopefully we'll have much more programming. We're starting some football shows and some entertainment shows soon. And then in terms of Bay and Spectrum, I hope that we can perhaps get some other radio stations, around the coast up to Barcelona as well. We've been approached by people in Cyprus and in North America because, again, people want to get into our brand. The Sun is the world's biggest selling newspaper, and it sounds like you're being big-headed when you say that, but it is just a fact. 3 million people, and it's an amazing number to think about. 3 million people a day buy the Sun. 8 or 9 million people read it. So I hope we can just expand it, bring more of the stories that people want, get more people interacting, because that's how you get stories as well.
Fantastic. I mean, we look forward to seeing a lot more from you from the future.
Well, we'll definitely be back down in Spain
again
I'm
very
sure
soon.
You will. Very soon.
Lovely to meet you.
And you as well.
Take
Thanks
care.
very much for taking the time.
You're welcome.